Hello there folks, and welcome back to another video in the Legacy of Allag series, where I'm diving into the lore and story of the Crystal Tower 24-man raids, released in what? 2.x? The 2.x series. Today, we are going to go and venture forth into Syrcus. Who knows? Somebody probably does, but not me. I'm just going to keep on calling it Syrcus Tower because it is going to be a circus. A circus of Zerg-festing bosses, where mechanics are ignored, and I'm fine with that because I'm just there for a reminder of the story. In the last episode, we were introduced to Une and Doga, who are our clone friends, and links to the distant past, who have been awoken and resurrected and created to keep the Emperor in check. Emperor Xande, of course, still alive after all this time, trapped in suspended animation inside the Crystal Tower until the last calamity unearthed it. I've already queued us up. Current wait time is about 9 minutes, which isn't bad. It's Saturday today, I think. Yes. I had to check that then. It is Saturday, and therefore I'm assuming that more people will be around to play. That might be a bold assumption. Either way, we're going to wait out this queue timer and see how we get on. Do we go? Here we go. Do we? Here we go. Oof. Oof. Only took 30 minutes. Well, 20 minutes or whatever it was. So much for queue timers being faster in the middle of the day. I suppose it's late in the week though. In we go to the tower. It's very pretty, is the Crystal Tower, though it's weirdly empty. It's one of those structures that could only exist in a fantasy game, where there are lots and lots of stairs for seemingly no real reason. Hello, folks. One or more party members have yet to complete this duty. Don't know who that would be. Clear the ladder of ascension. We shall ascend. I can't remember what's going on. What's the first lot of trash? Is the trash first of all? There's going to be trash. Ah, yes! Dragons and snake things and clones! The best thing about this, realistically, is that you can indeed pull straight away because people are just going to port in. And they've still got that musical thing where they switch between multiple tracks, which I really like. There's... Oh, actually, those aren't clones. Those are ninjas. This was before Ninja had been announced. I don't know whether this was just a hint at what was to come or what. Yes, somebody has missed them in their picking up of trash. Oops. The ladder of ascension is no longer sealed. Oh, it's got the cool stair animation. They love this. They do this in a lot of dungeons, and it's great. I don't think it matters which way we go up here. It takes us... Yes, it takes us to the same place regardless. The third lower ring. First boss? I think the first boss is Scylla, isn't it? Yes. This thing was in Final Fantasy III, I believe. Obviously, as a pixel art sprite, it doesn't look quite as weird. I really like this fight because it involves, or it did involve, some weird elemental mechanics, including stacking in puddles and such like. If you've got one of these purple things, you have to go to the pillars round the edge of the room. And those pillars are now charged up, so that when she does her... I think that third pillar over there is possibly not charged. Maybe it is. But yeah, about 50% of her health, I think she does a big room-wide AoE. Help! I am frozen! You need somebody with... Oh dear, I'm stood in an AoE though as well. You need somebody with a fire AoE, like this guy here, to come and unfreeze me. But that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Anyone? Guys? Probably going to die here. But yeah, you want to drag the... Oh, no. You want to drag the fire on top of... I don't know what our healers are doing, but it's certainly not healing me. Considering they're right, he's right there. Unless they were both frozen, which is a possibility. I'll just lie here. Oh, boss is dead. Nobody gonna have res me? No, I'll just port back then. Why did I click need then? I do not need those. Right, Acherons. Now these things are what one of the original bosses was called, but it got changed to Phlegethon. What alliance actually am I? Hey. Great tanking work, folks. We're gonna... The problem with this content is that people just completely half-arse it. I'm just going to run away. Dragon! But yeah, a decent knowledge of the raid is not massively necessary anymore. But a bit of an idea about how the game works is generally quite nice. You know, if I was in here tanking this, I would actually be kind of embarrassed at how our current tanks are doing. But whatever. So why is the party list showing names? The party list isn't supposed to show names. Can't remember where the option is for that. Right, is this the Amon fight? No, this is Glacier. I seem to recall there's a lot of platform hopping in this fight. Jump pads and so on and so forth. It might have been actually the first fight where they really figured out how the jump pad mechanic might work. Oh yeah, and there's spinny things. Whee! Oh, don't want to stand in it. A vile utterance. Is this where... Was that a different boss where he summoned slimes? Might be a different boss. Charging energy stores. You have to stand in the circles with the rights to stop them charging him up. And that locks you out of the fight, but it does mean that other people can. If he gets to 100, I believe he wipes. To be fair though, he can be DPS through this, so it might just be worth it to... Yeah, maybe that's what people are doing, just zerging him down. Because, you know, that's a thing that seems to work fine. So, see what I was saying about, you know, lots of stairs with seemingly no real rooms or anything. Don't get me wrong, it looks cool. But the point of it? More dragons! And easers. Yay, I won the caster boots. Which I didn't really mean to roll on. Oop. Dragon! Ah! Forgot he did that. Oh, I probably don't want to stand there. That's right in the way of a dragon's mouth. And generally speaking, that is not a good place to stand. Because, you know, stuff like that happens. Roasted. Sad thing is, the dungeon will be over faster than the queue. Now we're going up to Amon. Yeah, I seem to recall that previous boss. If you let him get his charge off, I think then you have to go platform hopping and stuff. But, as I said, it's just a massive Zergfest. This is the guy with the amazing hat who summons slimes around the edge that you have to stun and stuff. I think. I might be wrong. But yeah, Amon was Xande's chief advisor, if I remember correctly from last episode. And he's just going to get zerged down. I don't know whether people are going to... Yeah, they are. Because I think you do actually... Oh yeah, Thundarga Forte. Don't stand in the big thunder bubble. Comes! I think these actually need tanking. Yep. I can't remember what the purple balls do. Possibly need dragging. Oh, I think you just drag those around the outside of the room. Not through the centre. But as we say, Zergfest. Curtain call. Hide behind a block of ice. It's not a difficult mechanic. It's got a long cast time. People are going to die. Just like that. There are very few mechanics in the 2.x series of dungeons and or raids that are not hugely obvious. And yet people just don't, they don't look around them. They tunnel vision. They don't pay attention. You know, I don't do a lot of raiding, but I don't know whether we're supposed to need or greed on these things anymore. Right, and here we have Xande. He's a fairly straightforward fight, if I remember correctly. Even back at launch, he was quite easy to break down. The fight's going to start without me, I imagine, here. But we get this nice little cutscene. You fight valiantly, mortals, but to no avail. Mom. The Emperor's throne is sealed off. Absolute darkness draws nigh. Soon it will be unleashed, and all shall something. Yes. And he's probably half dead already? No, not quite. Although some people are actually already dead, which is impressive. I seem to recall this guy casts gravity? Yeah, we're going to need people to stand in the bubbles. I seem to recall that is important. Oh. Burning Rave? Oh. Is this the Starfall thing? Yes, it is. So we have to kill these stone circles. Ba, 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 ba. Still really like that piece of music. And then we need to kill this one in the centre. Otherwise he drops a big meteor on everybody. Right, 58%. Yeah. So I've now got a float on me. He's going to cast Ancient Quagga. Anybody that doesn't have float is going to do what my party just did then. That's impressive. The people in my party are not very good. I don't know what our healers are doing. It's possible that they were trying to keep other parties alive. I don't know. Either way, we're kind of low on the old DPS here. If any one of these hits the ground, it's a massive AoE for people. They should just... yeah. Yeah, guys, you want to stack? You want to stack the purple cast? I think, because that's what gives you float. Maybe I'm wrong. It's possible I'm wrong there. Yeah, you'll notice that he's got more and more of these bubbles. Life is a circus. Bye bye, Xande. Oh, I think I might have just leveled up then. A pair of Amon's breeches. An unidentified Allag tombstone. Syrcus Tower completes. Now, there will be a cutscene. But not yet. They learned that having cutscenes whilst loot was being handed out was a terrible idea. Player commendation. Random samurai. Right. Let's get out of here. Give me some story. What random noise? It's all very pretty and golden up here, but wait! Demajen! Hi, Graha. You did it! You defeated Emperor Xande! Empires may rise and fall, but man's indefatigable spirit ever lives on. Truly, you are the champion we had hoped for, Demajen Thornley. With Emperor Xande now at rest, his dark legacy may be undone. But wait! Oh, Nero's put his armor on. What are you playing at now, Nero? In case you hadn't noticed, Garland, these are dangerous surrounds. Can a man be faulted for exercising due caution? Not really. At any rate, you needn't mind me. I am perfectly capable of looking after myself. Go on and finish what you came to do. There are two ways that we may seal off Syrcus Tower. Either isolate it from the outside world or cripple its ability to produce energy. The choice of methods is yours to make. Before you proceed, however, Doga and I must needs attend to a task. I don't remember what the task is. Oh. Possibly that? I like the rays. I've always found the slow walking animation a bit meh. That distortion, what is it? The power that Xande sought to obtain comes from the Void, the world of darkness, our people call it, the 13th Shard. And the true nature of that power is none other than the armies of Voidsent, even. Voidsent feed on ether, as you may already know, and no plane is richer in it than ours. In exchange for their allegiance, Xande entered into an unholy covenant. It would open a gate through which the Voidsent could freely enter our world. The covenant, I'm afraid to say, is still in effect. However, being of the Emperor's lineage, Une and I believe that we can annul it. By his blood, Xande sealed his dark pact. By our blood, it shall be undone. It is time. Yes, Doga, finally we may fulfill our purpose. I love just Nero faffing around in the background. Nero? Oh, be still, my beating heart. For a moment I feared that this outing would end in disappointment, but my readings were not mistaken. Not even the Ultima weapon compares to this. What are you going on about? The power! Oh. The Covenant is everlasting. Whoop. Sauron? Uh-oh. Clones. Attack of the clones. Syrcus Tower 2, Attack of the Clones. Ooh. Are we echoing inside a clone's head? I don't remember this cutscene.
And so, Mericidia is brought into the fold. Soon all the world should be united under Allagan rule.
Mericidia was the land of the dragons. You find out a bit more about that in the level 60 quests when you go to Azisla.
And yet, with every dream that becomes reality, the memory of death grows ever more vivid. An endless void, bereft of light and warmth. Though I may have defeated death, it did not leave me unscathed. Nay, its ravening claws have scarred my soul for eternity. Never shall I know peace.
Oh yeah, doesn't he go out of his way to avoid dying again?
Beings without will, you cannot fathom my rage, my melancholy, my fear. What worth is wealth and power when all must inevitably be consigned to nothingness? If man has nothing, he need not know the pain of loss. So let there be nothing.
So yeah, because he died and been resurrected, he's now afraid of dying again because he knows that everything he does will fall into ruin, will head to nothingness. And that has messed him up a bit. So let there be nothing, he's decided to destroy everything.
Harvest more power, that the gate may be thrown full open. Let the cloud of dark...
The gate? The gate? In the Shadowbringers trailers and stuff, they've been talking about the gate. Mind you, it's the gates, I think, rather than the gate to the world of darkness. But maybe it's the same type of gate, a gate between worlds. Well, I think that's almost certainly the case.
Let the cloud of darkness come and engulf the world, devouring all life, hopes and dreams. Let all be returned to nothingness.
I really like his eyes. He's so dreamy. No. Oh, my head. One shot. Demajen, pull yourself together. Bro. More clones. There's no end to them. What in the seven hells is happening? Ah! The Allag eye. Not now, damn it. Sid in battle. We don't see that very often. That's just cheating. Slice. Kapow. That was a particularly weak shot. Oh god, there's more of them. I think it might be time to beat a retreat. Nero, were they part of your grand plan too? Save your japes, Scotland. I didn't put up with your arrogant face to play with worthless clones. Wom. Something controls them. A void scent. No ordinary one at that. Ogre. Wom. Yoink. Ah! Help! Send help! Help, please! Confound it! Without them, there's no way to master the darkness. That power is mine! Nero! What you doing? Stab! Help! Yoink! Whee! Nero! Oh dear. The Covenant shall be honoured. I think that's the Cloud of Darkness speaking. There it is. I am the Cloud of Darkness. I shall devour your light and return this world to the void. Which is an interesting turn of phrase because returning the world to the void implies that the source has at some point been part of the void. And as far as we are aware in the cosmology of Final Fantasy XIV, that is not the case. Romp. And all the clowns fall over. Damn it, the rift is gone. What are we supposed to do now? As much as it pains me to leave without them, there's precious little we can do. Let us return to the find and consult Rambrose, because he's going to know squat. We only made progress because... Oh, mind you, we do have the Allag tombstone that Nero left for us. Can't remember whether that's important or not. It might be. Speak with Rambrose. Rambrose. Ba 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 ba. All this happened within the tower. God's preserve. The rift that manifested before the throne was a void gate. Of this I am certain. There exist myriad kinds of void scents. The more powerful the being, the larger the gate must be for it to pass through. It would seem that Xande sought to open a gate of unprecedented proportions, one that would allow this cloud of darkness entry into our world. Fortunately for mankind, it did not succeed. I shudder to imagine what this void scent is capable of. However dreadful it may be, we can't abandon our friends. Is there no way to save them? I'll not lie to you, Master Garland. The situation is bleak. Their void scent can enter our world. Instances of men entering the void have never been documented. But soon. It pains me to give voice to my fears, but we do not even know whether our friends still live. Damn it! I feel so helpless. No, I refuse to give up. We must save Doga and Uni. We share the same eye, 'tis true, but that is not what motivates me. Above all, I wish to help them to fulfill their mission, a mission whose burden they have borne for thousands of years. And besides, we cannot leave matters as they are. As long as Xande's dark covenant is binding, our world is in danger. It is our duty to prevent the worst from coming to pass. He is not wrong. Graha, ever since meeting Une and Doga, you've not quite been yourself. Tell me true, is all well with your eye? I honestly cannot say. I know only that there is a memory that I must recall. As a child, my father told me that the truth about eye rests with Allag. The answer eludes me still, but one day I will find it. I am with Graha. However slim the odds, we must try to save Une and Doga. I and that bastard Nero as well. If only to make certain he won't make any more mischief. Oh, but he will, Sid. He will. You have the right of it. And though we have known them but briefly, Doga and Une are our comrades. We cannot fail them. Unlike your texture work, which is failing me, I shall consult experts in literature both. I swear to leave no stone unturned. Yet know that it may be a while before we're ready to act. I'd ask that you all be patient. When dealing with the void, one cannot be cautious enough. But thanks again for your assistance. Pray, rest now when you can, for when the time comes to go after our friends, you must be at no less than full strength. We'll save them yet, Demajen, mark my words. Syrcus Tower complete. Cutscene? No. And I think, yes, next quest is the World of Darkness, which sees us going into the void for a really kind of weirdly structured raid, if I remember correctly. I think I've only actually done the World of Darkness like maybe once or twice. It wasn't one. It wasn't that I didn't enjoy it. It was just that I think it came at a time when I was really busy at work and I didn't have a huge amount of time to devote to Final Fantasy XIV. I think that's right. Either way, from what I remember, it was quite an entertaining raid. Lots of really cool architecture and stuff. So let's recap. Une and Doga and Nero pulled into the World of Darkness. A covenant was made between the Cloud of Darkness, the basically the Queen of the Void Scent, and Xande. Xande having gone, I suppose, a little bit mad because he doesn't want to die. Little bit like Sylvanas in World of Warcraft, actually. The idea that they've died once and they never want to go back to that hell that they were in. Or, of course, in Sylvanas' case, just the nothingness. And so Xande made a covenant with the darkness so that if there was nothing left, he couldn't feel like he could lose anything as and when he eventually does die. Bit of a weird, twisted way of doing it. Very Thanos-esque, some might say. He feels like, as all good villains do, he feels like he's got good intentions. You know, he wants to help mankind by saying, you know what, if we get rid of everything and everything, you're never going to feel lost. You're never going to feel sad about death or losing things. And there is a certain kind of twisted truth to what he says. And that's what good villains are. They are the heroes of their own stories. So there we go. That was Syrcus Tower. And obviously we've got one more raid to do. I can't remember how long the quest line is for the World of Darkness, but that will be coming up in the next episode. I hope you have enjoyed. Boop. Microphone just catching in. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the legacy of Allag. We've learnt quite a lot about Emperor Xande's descent into madness. It's not a particularly complicated tale, and I'm sure a novelization, etc., could do huge swathes with this kind of story. But for an MMO, an online multiplayer game, it does a pretty good job, as it always has done, really, of trying to tell a big fantasy tale. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button and subscribe. Remember to ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, toodle pip.